Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome students to my online class BBA Honors Third Year, subject Management Accounting, topics Cost Concepts and Cost Classification. I am MD Himayat Hossain Mullah, Associate Professor, Department of Accounting, Raspberry Government College, Raspberry. Let's go to our discussion. Now, students, you are looking that our subjects management accounting, which are totally in English. Now we discuss about cost concepts and cost classification. What to learn in this chapter? First, cost classification, then schedule of cost sheet at a glance, next statement of cost of goods manufactured, next statement cost of goods sold, next income statement, next matching problem. Finally, we learn tender cost sheet. Now we show how to classify the cost. Classification of cost. At first, costs are classified in three types. First, material, then labor, and other expense. Material can be divided into two parts, one direct, another indirect. Labor also divided into two classes, direct and indirect. Other expense also divided into two classes, direct and indirect. All of the indirect expense combined overhead. Overhead can be classified into three types. One, factory overhead, then office and administrative overhead, finally selling and distribution overhead. Now we discuss about direct expense. Direct expense is an expense incurred that varies directly with changes in the volume of a cost object. A cost object is any item for which you are measuring expenses, such as products, product lines, services, sales regions, employees, and customers. Then we discuss about indirect expense. Indirect expense are those expenses that are incurred to operate a business as a whole or a segment of a business, and so cannot be directly associated with a cost object, such as a product, service, or customer. Example of indirect expense are accounting, audit, and legal fees. Now we discuss about overhead. Overhead is any expense incurred to support the business while not being directly related to a specific product or service, such as rent, utilities, and insurance. I think we understand about direct expense, indirect expense, and overhead. Next, we want to understand about schedule of cost sheet at a glance. Schedule of cost sheet, elements of cost, direct material, direct labor, and direct expense. Combination of three types of cost are prime cost. So we can explain prime cost equal to direct material plus direct labor and direct expense. Next, from prime cost, we adding prime cost factory overhead. We adding factory overhead with prime cost. Then we get work cost or factory cost. Next, office expense and selling and distribution expense. Office expense and selling expense, adding office expense and selling expense with work cost or factory cost, we get total cost. Next, net profit. Adding net profit with total cost, we get sales. These are the schedule of cost sheet at a glance. Next, we discuss about schedule of cost of goods manufactured. Elements of cost, raw materials, beginning raw material, at purchase of raw material. Then we get materials available for use. Beginning of raw material, adding purchase of raw material, then we get materials available for use. From materials available for use, less ending raw material, we get material used or consumed. Then adding direct labor and direct expense, we get prime cost. Then adding factory overhead, we get total factory cost or total manufacturing cost. Less sale of scrap and adding beginning work in progress and less ending work in progress, then we get cost of goods manufactured. Next, we want to discuss about cost of goods sold. Cost of goods manufactured, then adding beginning inventory of finished goods, we get cost of goods available for sale. Then less ending inventory of finished goods, we get cost of goods sold. This is a continuous process. So I take from cost of goods manufactured. As before, we discussed about cost of goods manufactured. So we understand about cost of goods sold. Next, I discuss about income statement. At first, I write sales. From sales, less cost of goods sold, we get gross profit. From gross profit, less selling and administrative expenses, then we get net profit. Next, we have to know about the following items which are not appear in cost sheet. 1. Interest received, then interest paid, then commission received, then income tax, then dividend paid, then bad debts, then dividend received, then profit on sale of fixed assets, next loss on sale of fixed assets, next share transfer fees, next cash stolen, I want to discuss about missing items. Calculation of closing finished stock. Closing finished stock equal to opening finished stock plus production minus sales. From this equation, we can get closing stock of finished goods, opening stock finished goods, production or sales unit. So anyone can get from this equation. Next, we calculate percentage of works on cost with direct materials, works overhead or works on cost divided by direct materials into 100. Next, percentage of works on cost with direct wages. From this formula, we can get works overhead or works on cost divided by direct wages into 100. Next, we calculate percentage of works on cost with prime cost, works overheads or works on cost divided by prime cost into 100. Next, we calculate percentage of office on cost with works cost, office on cost or office overheads divided by works cost into 100. Then we calculate percentage of office on cost with works on cost, office on cost or office overheads divided by works on cost into 100. Next, we calculate percentage of each expense with total cost, percentage of direct materials consumed with total cost, material consumed divided by total cost into 100. Next, we calculate percentage of direct wages with total cost, direct wages divided by total cost into 100. Next, percentage of works on cost with total cost, works on cost divided by total cost into 100. Percentage of office on cost with total cost, office on cost divided by total cost into 100. Calculation of forfeit by given percentage of forfeit. If percentages are given of forfeit, when percentage of forfeit is given on total cost, then we use the formula forfeit equal to total cost into percentage divided by 100. Next, when percentage of forfeit is given on given sales, then this formula is used, forfeit equal to total cost into percentage divided by 100 minus percentage. Next, we want to solve a problem which are selected in National University BBA Honors Department of Finance 2014 and 2016. From the following information, prepare a cost sheet. Here given direct materials 1 lakh taka, direct labor 80% of materials, factory overhead 50% of labor, office on cost 75% of factory overhead, selling on cost 50% of office cost, forfeit 25% of sales. Now we solve this problem. Cost sheet. Yeah. In this problem, direct materials given taka 1 lakh and 80% of direct labor of material. Here material 1 lakh, then direct labor 1 lakh into 80% equal to 80,000. We know direct material and direct labor equal to prime cost. So direct labor add direct material add direct labor, we get prime cost 1,80,000. Next, factory overhead. In this problem, given 50% of direct labor. Factory overhead is 50% of direct labor. Factory overhead is 50% of direct labor. Here, direct labor 80,000. So, factory overhead 80,000 into 50% equal to 40,000. We know adding factory overhead with prime cost, we get factory cost or work cost. Adding factory overhead with prime cost, we get factory cost or work cost 2,20,000. Next, office on cost. Here, office on cost 75% on factory overhead. Here, factory overhead 40,000. Office on cost 40,000, 75% on 40,000 equal to 30,000. Here, selling on cost is given 50% of office on cost. Here official cost is 30,000. So selling on cost 30,000 into 50% equal to 15,000. Now adding factory cost or work cost and official cost and selling on cost, we get total cost 2,65,000. Here given profit 25% of sales. That means 33.33% of cost. Here total cost is 2,65,000. If we charged 33.33% on 2,65,000, we get profit 44,333. Adding profit with total cost, then we get sales 3,53,333. How can we get 33.33%? I show at the next page. Working rate sales 100, profit equal to 25, then cost equal to 75. When cost taka 75, then profit equal to 25. When cost 1 taka, then profit 25 by 75. When cost 100 taka, then profit 25 into 100 divided by 75. So we can calculate 33.33% on cost. I think that we understand about this problem. Today, I want to finish. See you again next class. Thanks to all.